Let's start with question number 2. AD is an altitude of an isosceles triangle ABC. So we have an isosceles triangle A, B, C. AD is an altitude. That means AD is perpendicular to BC, in which AB is equal to AC. So then isosceles triangle AB is given equal to AC. AD is an altitude. Show that we are supposed to prove two paths. Let's write the given first. AD is perpendicular to BC. AB is equal to AC. We are supposed to prove two paths. The first is AD bisects BC. Second part, AD bisects angle A. Now, AD bisects BC. It means AD is dividing BC into two equal parts. That means BC is being bisected. That means if we are supposed to prove BD is equal to CD or BD is equal to DC. In the second part, AD bisects angle A. That means we are supposed to prove, let me name this as, let it be angle 1, 2, 3, 4. That means we have to prove angle A is being bisected. That is angle 3 is equal to angle 4. If I prove these two triangles congruent, that is ADB and ADC, by CPCT directly I can write BD is equal to CD and angle 3 is equal to angle 4. These two parts can be written directly by CPCT if I prove these two triangles as congruent. Now, how to prove these two triangles as congruent? See, let's find the three conditions. 90 degrees is here, 90 degrees is here also. That means right condition is there. Hypotenuse of this triangle is equal to hypotenuse of this triangle. That means H condition is also there. They are equal, of course. The hypotenuse AB is equal to hypotenuse AC. So H condition is there. And the side AD is common in both the triangles. So side condition is also there. So we can prove these two triangles congruent using RHS congruence rule, and by CPCT we can prove these two parts. Let's start writing. So the first part, in triangle ABD and triangle ACD, AB is equal to AC. Oh, wait, we are of course we know we are supposed to use RHS. So first of all write R condition, that is right angle. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2, each 90. Then write H condition, that is hypotenuse condition. Given. And the third is side condition. AD is equal to AD. It's common. So this implies triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD by RHS congruence rule. It employs BD is equal to CD by CPCT, hence proved. Second part again, same by CPCT. Angle 3 is equal to angle 4 by CPCT of first part. It employs AD bisects angle A, hence proved. That's it. Let's start with the third question now. In this question it is provided the side AB is equal to PQ, the side BC is equal to QR, and median AM is equal to median PN. That means AM is the median of triangle ABC and PN is the median of triangle PQR, and they are also equal in length. Let's start writing the given portion first. AB is equal to PQ, BC is equal to QR, and AM is equal to PN. AM and PN are medians. What we are supposed to prove? Two paths are there. Triangle ABM is congruent to triangle PQN and triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. Now see how we'll do its proof. In the first part, we are supposed to prove ABM, that means this triangle, is congruent to PQN, that means this triangle. Now see, this condition AB is equal to PQ and AM is equal to PN. This is already given. Now what about the third condition here? See, we know AM is given as a median and we know what a median does. It divides the opposite side into two equal parts. This is a property of median. What a median does, it divides the opposite side into two equal parts. That means the side on which median falls, that side gets bisected. So that means BM will be equal to MC and QN will be equal to NR. BM will be equal to MC and QN will be equal to NR. Now this would be used as the third condition. We know BC is actually equal to QR. So half of BC would be equal to half of QR. So we can say BM will be equal to QN. So BM is equal to QN would be used as the third condition. So the three conditions are AB is equal to PQ, BM is equal to QN and AM is equal to PN. So this way we can prove the two triangles as congruent. Let's start writing. Proof for the first part. Since AM is the median of triangle ABC, it employs BM is equal to MC. Let it be first, or we can name it as equation A. I'm not naming it as first as 1 and 2 is already there. Also, PN is the median for triangle PQR. It employs QN is equal to NR. This is equation B. Now, BC is equal to QR. It's given. It employs half of BC is equal to half of QR. It employs half of BC can be written as BM. And half of QR can be written as QN. Let's name it as equation C, or from here we can write from A and B. Now equation 3 C would be used as a condition in proving the triangles congruent. Let's take the two triangles now. In triangle ABM and triangle PQN, see, if you are not able to analyze the triangles directly, you can draw the triangles separately. This will give you better clarity. AB is equal to PQ, it's given. BM is equal to QN from C, and the third condition is AM is equal to PN. This is also given. So this employs triangle ABM is congruent to triangle PQN by SSS congruence rule. Hence, proved. Let's look at the second part. In the second part, we are supposed to prove triangle ABC is congruent to PQR. That means this whole triangle is congruent to this whole triangle. So we can ignore this line AM and PN here. We'll take triangles as a whole. ABC and PQR. Now in these two triangles, AB is equal to PQ. This, let's name it as angle 1. Let's name it as angle 2. Angle 1 of triangle ABC is equal to angle 2 of triangle PQR. Why? Because this is by CPCT of our first part. This is using CPCT of first part. And the third condition is BC is equal to QR. So the three conditions are AB is equal to PQ, angle 1 is equal to angle 2, and BC is equal to QR. So by side, angle, side, we can check here also, side, angle, side congruence, the two triangles are congruent, hence proved. This is the second part. The triangles are proved congruent using SAS rule. Now let's look at the fourth question. BE and CF are two equal altitudes of a triangle ABC. So there is a triangle ABC. BE and CF are two equal altitudes. That means BE is perpendicular to AC and CF is also perpendicular on AB. These are equal perpendiculars. That means BE will be equal to CF. So we can start writing BE is perpendicular to AC. CF is perpendicular to AB. Also BE is equal to CF because they are given equal perpendiculars. I'll mark them. These are equal. Using RHS congruence rule, prove that triangle ABC is isosceles. So we are supposed to prove triangle ABC is isosceles. That is, we are supposed to prove AB is equal to AC. So let's see how we'll do. We have to use RHS rule only. We cannot use any other rule. Proof. Let's take the two triangles. First triangle I'm highlighting in green. The other triangle I'm highlighting in yellow. If I consider these two triangles, both are having 90 degrees, so I'll name this angle. Let this be angle 1. Let this be angle 2. See, both triangles have a 90 degrees. And we know the side opposite to 90 degrees is always the hypotenuse of triangle. So BC, that is hypotenuse, is common in both the triangles. And the third condition is these orange lines, which I've highlighted already. That is BE and CF. They are already given equal. So these are the three conditions. Right angle condition is also there, hypotenuse condition is there, and side condition is there. So by RHS congruence, these triangles can be proved congruent. And by CPCT, we can write angle B of green triangle is equal to angle C of yellow triangle. This is using CPCT. Now in triangle ABC, if angle B and angle C become equal, then definitely their opposite sides would also be equal. This is according to the theorem. The sides opposite to equal angles are also equal in a triangle. So these angles are equal, so definitely their opposite sides would be equal. Side opposite to angle B is AC and the side opposite to angle C is AB. So AC and AB would also be equal, and this would prove triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Let's start writing its proof. In triangle BCF and CBE, BCF and CBE, that means I've taken green triangle first. So angle 1 is equal to angle 2, each 90. Keep in mind RHS. First of all, write R condition, then H, then S. Hypotenuse BC is equal to hypotenuse CB. It's common. And the side condition is CF of green is equal to BE of blue. This is given. It employs triangle BCF is congruent to triangle CBE by RHS congruence rule. This employs angle B is equal to angle C by CPCT. This employs which is the side opposite to angle B? AC. And which is the side opposite to angle C? AB. You have to look on the triangle as a whole. Look at the triangle as a whole. What is the reason? Sides opposite to equal angles of a triangle are equal. This is what we were supposed to prove. Hence, proved. That's it. Now let's look at the last question of this exercise. ABC is an isosceles triangle with AB is equal to AC. So let's draw an isosceles triangle. ABC, in which AB is equal to AC. Draw AP perpendicular to BC. So we have drawn AP perpendicular to BC. Show that angle B is equal to angle C. We are supposed to prove angle B and angle C are equal. So what is given? AB is equal to AC. Also AP is perpendicular to BC. Now let's look at its proof. See, if I name it as angle 1 and angle 2, in these two triangles, angle 1 is equal to angle 2, each 90. The second condition is this hypotenuse AB is equal to hypotenuse AB is equal to hypotenuse AC. So R condition is satisfied, H condition is satisfied, and how to see this S condition? See, AP is common in both the triangles. So side condition is also satisfied. So by RHS congruence, the two triangles are congruent. And by CPCT, we can say angle B is equal to angle C. Let's start writing. In triangle ABP and triangle ACP, we know it's RHS. So first right condition. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2, each 90. Hypotenuse AB is equal to hypotenuse AC. It's given. Side condition. AP is equal to AP. It's common in both the triangles. It employs triangle ABP is congruent to triangle ACP by RHS congruence rule, hence proved. That's it.